You know how when you find something really cool and you can't wait to tell your good girlfriends all about it? This is one of those things. If you're new here, welcome in. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60 woman. I'm so glad you're here today. I have been working on this one for quite a while now. If you're new, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming handy dandy videos. Today, I'm going to be solving a problem that I've had for at least a couple of years. Maybe you've had it too. Let me give you a little bit of backstory. I am a lotion girl. I like to stay hydrated. I like the way my skin feels when it's hydrated. I like the way it looks when it's hydrated, just the whole thing. I know a lot of people, well, some people don't like the feeling of lotion or moisture on their skin. I do. I think it looks good and I think it feels good. Here's been the dilemma for me, and it's been something on my mind for probably almost a couple of years now. I was having a hard time finding a non-toxic, good for you body lotion that was affordable. Honestly, the ones that were super affordable had stuff in it I don't want to put on my body. And when you think about it, your skin, and we all know this, your skin is the largest organ on your body. So whatever you're slathering on your skin, and I put lotion on from tip to toe, that's getting into my body, all over my body. And the last thing I want is a whole bunch of toxic ingredients slowly seeping into my system. So the inexpensive lotions had stuff that I just didn't like at all. The lotions that I found that had really amazing stellar ingredients, I got a little bitty bottle and it was expensive. And the way that I use lotion, I slather it on. So I would have to buy cases of it to have it last me for 4, 5, 6 months, and that would be a big investment. So I started thinking about, I wonder if you can DIY a good lotion. I had a girlfriend when I lived in Montana who made this fabulous lotion. I don't know if she's still making it anymore or not, but people loved it, and she cooked it up in her kitchen. It was glorious, but I knew that there were some steps that maybe I wasn't interested in doing all the time. When you add water to an ingredient, then you have to add preservatives, and it just gets a little bit more complicated. And you guys know me, I'm busy. I'm not a complicated girl. I want it quick and I want it good. So I kept looking around, and you know what? I think I finally found it. At least I have totally found it for me. And what it is, ladies, is the Tallow Body Balm. And if you have not heard about Tallow Body Balm, and you probably have because it's been all the rage for, I don't know, maybe a little more than a year now, it is amazing. And let me tell you what, it is so inexpensive and so easy to make at home. And I'm going to show you exactly how. One of my favorite companies, City Beauty, has just come out with a new cleanser. It's called the Gentle Glow Nourishing Cleanser. They sent this to me about a month ago to try, and I absolutely love it. It's really been a wonderful addition to my skincare routine because it does a couple of things really, really well. First of all, it smells fabulous. I don't know what the scent is. They call it pistachio, but I love it. It kind of has a little vanilla undertone to it, which is lovely because first thing in the morning, you kind of want something that smells good. And secondly, you need the smallest little pump to clean your entire face. And it does two things, and I've really noticed it over the past month. The first is that it has what they're calling a salic blend, which has salicylic acid in it. And we know, because we're older, keeping our skin really smooth and fresh and exfoliated is one of the tips to having fresher looking skin. It really does an amazing job of just keeping that surface of the skin a little bit smoother and a little bit fresher looking. In addition, there is apple fruit extract in it, which is an antioxidant that really works to fight off free radicals and nourish the skin. I've really been loving it, and I think the things that are wonderful about it for me is that it really does clean really almost effortlessly. So if you look at my face right now, I have just finished my morning, if you want to call it gua sha or face massage routine. I do this almost every morning, and I have oil all over my face now, and I want to clean my face so I can get my products on for the day, which means that I have to make sure that all this oil is off. This happens almost every morning. What I have found is, boy, this cleans off the oil like that. And you need so very little, which I really appreciate. I would imagine this bottle right here is gonna last me at least a couple of months. So really loving it. Well, I'm gonna wash my face now. You can see I've got my little wristy things on so the water doesn't drip down my arms and into my jammy sleeves. I'm just gonna wet my face. And again, I have oil all over my face and down my neck. So now I'm gonna take just one pump, just a little bit, and work that all around my face. It's a gel-like consistency, the formula. And again, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh. So I'm just getting that all over the face. It's a non-foaming cleanser. At least it doesn't foam up on me. I'm just going to get that all over, and you can see it on my face. And now I'm just going to take that off. And boom, I've got all that oil off my face. My skin feels really smooth. It does a great job of subtly exfoliating with daily use. It really does. I have noticed that my skin is just a little bit smoother lately. Really loving this one. If you're interested in giving it a try, again, this is the Gentle Glow Nourishing Cleanser, and it does both those things. It really does give you much smoother skin and a nice little glow, and nourishes your skin along the way. I do have a 15% discount code on this cleanser and also anything on the City Beauty website. And of course, I cannot not tell you about my two Holy Grail City Beauty products. I've been using both of these for years. The first is the Invisicrepe Body Balm. You can see I really use this because the jar is a little funky. This is what I put on my neck. And I just put a little bit on 2 fingers all over my neck. It really helps to keep that skin firmer. And of course, the other that I have in my purse, on the little table by the chair I sit in my car, on my makeup table, everywhere, is my City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. Absolutely love this. If you haven't tried it yet, get yourself one of the clears and just use it, you know, during the day or before you go to bed at night to hydrate your lips while you're sleeping. I think you're gonna love it. The 15% discount is good on these two as well. And then if you're looking around for a great cleanser, I really can recommend this one. This is gonna be super popular in their line. There's just something about this. It really works and it smells fabulous. So the Gentle Glow Nourishing Cleanser. All of these are eligible for the 15% discount, and all the information on that will be listed in the description box down below. And I want to thank City Beauty for sponsoring this portion of the video. Love working with you guys, and I love, love, love your new cleanser. And of course, my OG Holy Grail. Why did it take me so long to hop on the Tallow Body Balm wagon? Well, you know, the answer is I don't know, which is interesting because I cook with tallow in my kitchen. I don't use seed oils in my kitchen, and tallow is what I use to season my cast iron skillet. It's what I use to fry things in. You know, tallow is what I use. Other than tallow, I use an extra virgin real olive oil in my kitchen. This is what I use when I'm doing salads or something that's not being cooked on heat. When I started looking at the Tallow Body Balm information, I don't know, I guess I kind of thought maybe it's just for young hippie chicks. But what I have found is for us older hippie chicks too. It really is that good. And let me tell you just a few reasons why I am so enthusiastic about it. And if you're a lotion girl, honestly, give it a try because it is so inexpensive, it is so easy, and it is so very good for you. First of all, tallow itself is an antimicrobial, an antibacterial. It has vitamins A, D, E, and K in it, and nothing nasty. And imagine if you were to slather vitamins A, D, E, and K all over your skin, the benefits to your body. That's exactly what you're doing with the Tallow Body Balm. This particular recipe I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to walk you through the entire thing so you can see how easy it is. It only has 3 ingredients. But one thing I want you to keep in mind, because I know, this is not the first rodeo for all of us here. We have come across things that we like over the course of our lifetime. If you want to change up the recipe or add another ingredient or add something there and something there, go for it because this is so very versatile. I have been using this Tallow Body Balm, gosh, I think it's been about almost 3 months now. I whipped it up pretty much when I first got here. And I did cross the country with the tallow that I got in Florida in my car. That's the cool thing about tallow is it's totally shelf stable. It lasts forever. It doesn't have any scent. Good tallow doesn't have any scent. And it's actually a fabulous ingredient for keeping your skin moisturized. This particular tallow that I'm going to be using today, I purchased off of Amazon. I finished up the tallow that I had picked up in Florida from a local rancher, and I just went ahead and ordered tallow off of Amazon. What I would recommend or suggest is that you look in your local community. You can go on Facebook Marketplace, type in tallow. What's going to come up first is a lot of local gals who are making tallow body balm. It's expensive, so you don't need to go down that road. What you want to find is someone who has rendered tallow. So Facebook is a place you can go. You can also go to localharvest.org, type in your zip code, and look up the ranchers, the beef ranchers, and they may have tallow that you can purchase straight from them. The reason that I would suggest that over getting it off of Amazon, and if you get it off of Amazon, that's fine, but if you get it locally, you're supporting and getting to know a local rancher, and I think that that's a really good thing. As much as we can stay local right now with what we purchase, I think we're just going to be really happy with that choice as we move forward. So today I'm going to be using the tallow that I ordered off of Amazon and an extra virgin olive oil that I just had in my kitchen cupboard. This particular tallow is really a beautiful tallow. You can see it right here. And this is what I use for cooking. Tallow doesn't really have a smell, particularly if it's been rendered a few times and it's really clean and fresh. It just, I don't know, it has a really light fragrance, but it doesn't stink or anything like that. You want really clean smelling tallow, which this is. I'm going to show you just a basic recipe, and again, if you want to add other ingredients, go for it. This is your mixture. You get to decide. This is the basic jumping off point for you, and you can turn it into anything you want. I know a lot of people will use half olive oil and half jojoba oil. I know there are some people that will use lanolin in their mixture. And then for the scent, you can use almost any essential oil that you have in your collection that you love. So where we're going to start first is we're going to put 1 cup of tallow into this 1 cup measuring cup right here. And that's going to go into a little pan. And then we're going to take half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. I buy really, really good olive oil. I am concerned that some of the olive oil that they say is 100% pure olive oil really isn't. And the test that I have heard of, and I've tried it myself, is you can pour the olive oil into a clear little glass, just a little couple fingers worth, put it in the refrigerator overnight. When you wake up in the morning, if it's cloudy, it's real olive oil. If it's not cloudy, it's not pure olive oil. And I have had the experience where I bought a very well-known brand. I'm not going to say it because, it's alleged. And it said 100% olive oil. I was suspicious. So I poured a little bit in a glass. I put it in my refrigerator overnight. I woke up the next morning. It was just as clear as I went to bed. So I went to their website and looked up what are the ingredients in your olive oil, and it said 100% pure olive oil. Well, you know what? I don't believe them. And if I'm not confident that it's pure olive oil, if I'm even a little bit concerned that there might be seed oils, that's the last thing I want to put on my body, all over the largest organ on my body, my skin. I don't want those inflammatory ingredients to be seeping into my body all day long. So no way. I get really good olive oil from Italy because Italy has much better food standards than we do here, and they don't drench their soil in glyphosate, and we do here, unfortunately. So I'm going to take this little half cup measuring cup, and I'm going to pour the olive oil in here. And here it is in the pan, and what I'm going to do is put this on the stove and heat it up until it all melts together. My mixture is all melted together, and now I'm going to pour it into a mixing bowl. And this is going to go into the refrigerator for a couple of hours until it hardens up. The mixture has been solidified, and it only takes a few hours. It's kind of going to depend on what the temperature was when it went into the refrigerator and that sort of thing. But what you want is a solid mixture. That tallow and olive oil have blended together, and now all we're going to do is whip it up, put in some essential oils if you prefer, and that's it. It's the easiest recipe. It's good for you. It's super affordable. I absolutely love it. I'm going to use just my hand mixer because this is what I have. If you have a stand mixer, that's awesome. You might want to start with the regular mixers and then move to a whisk, because what we're trying to do is whip it up and get some air into the formula so it goes onto the skin a little bit more silkily. Here's our mixture after a few minutes with the hand blender, and you can see that the volume has increased because there's air in the mixture now, and it is so lovely and so moisturizing and so silky smooth. It's absolutely lovely. Just hydrating, nourishing for your skin. Oh, it feels so very good. I love this stuff. I am now going to add essential oils. You don't need to, but I do because it's just an extra little yummy thing about it. Today I'm going to be using eucalyptus and orange. And how much do you put in? Exactly how much works for you. Some people like less of a scent. Some people like a little more of a scent. I'm going to start with about 10 drops of the eucalyptus. And then about 12 drops of the orange. The reason I'm doing a little more orange is that the eucalyptus is a pretty strong smell, and the orange is going to just kind of warm it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go back in with the hand mixer, mix it up more, and you can keep blending to add more air and to get a lighter, fluffier formula. So let's go ahead and add the essential oils into our mixture. I have the essential oils all mixed in now, and all I'm going to do next is add it into a little glass container, and boom, I've got a wonderful, nourishing body lotion for weeks to come. Beautiful formulation. I like the citrus with the eucalyptus. That's lovely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I had such a good time sharing this, and you know, it's been kind of a little while in the making because I was so excited about it. I wanted to make sure I made it and tested it and that it was really, really worth your time. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.